everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. So, today we're going to be watching another show, but we're going to keep it PG-13 because I want to make sure that my show goes good and nothing bad happens. I have two things to say. Albert Einstein said that imagination is greater than knowledge. Albert Einstein said that imagination is greater than knowledge. I just learned that today. And it is Donald J. Trump birthday tomorrow. His birthday is tomorrow. I don't know how old he'll be. He'll probably be an old guy, but it's his birthday, so I have to give a big shout out to him. Happy birthday, Donald J. Trump. Happy birthday out there in Donald Trump's world. They had this little skit on TikTok with him rapping. It was hilarious, y'all. It was hilarious. So let's get to the show. It's about Christy Nome. Somebody was in a crowd trying to be rude. And so we're going to see, watch the whole show and I'll talk through it, but I won't cuss. I can't cuss, man, because I'm like, if I cuss, I let myself down. I let myself down when I cussed yesterday, but I get so emotional, but let's get started. I mean, P has us. He cussed. He was like, "Men's and women's justice. I'm tired of that shit." He said that shit. I was laughing like crap. Oh man, here we go. Hold up, I need my hat. I haven't gotten a hat in a while. Who would want to speak with who? What woman want to speak with a guy that's fighting back the FBI and all those people shoving him out? You know, like that's violence. That's violent. She's just a tiny itty bitty thing, and he's this large grotesque man. Matching hats. Hers says Homeland. Mine says uh Make America Great Again. Imagine him getting up to the podium. What was his goal when he got up to the podium? He could have easily, like, he had camera time. Excuse me, he had camera time already. So I'm asking y'all, what would he have done if he got up to the podium. He got camera time after the fact. So I'm like, okay, you got camera time after the fact. What would you have done if you got up to the podium? It was just a stunt tactic. Exactly. Oh God, here we go. He probably set that whole thing up. So it was okay for him to lunge towards Miss Known, Homeland Security Miss Known, and that is just dead wrong, man. What? And why did he step up to the podium so angrily? Why did he step up to the podium with anger? He sat up there and he started waving his hand. I don't care if you went through a metal detector or not. He sat up there and he was being very forcibly violent, seemingly violent. What did he need to go all the way to the podium for? Oh, you work for Joe Biden, so it makes perfect sense. He wasn't being overtly. A man sat up there and asked Biden, he asked Biden, what are they going to do about his dead daughter? Biden called him a terrorist. He took him and said he didn't take him, but he called him a terrorist, and so be it. I don't know what happened with that. But you got a senator walking up, trying to walk up to the podium while they're filming, while it's minimum people there. I think it was a setup. No, if I was president, I say forget that. I don't care how long they've been in the country. They need to go back and come back the right way. But I understand why he's saying what he's saying. What's fair is what's fair. You know, it's just the fact that you're over here illegally, 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 not legally, but illegally. They're just afraid that people, regular Americans, aren't going to want the jobs that the immigrants want. They're just afraid that their jobs, um, they're not going to want the jobs that the immigrants want. Just like Jasmine Crockett said, um, she said that, I mean, it was kind of harsh what she said. She made it seem like black people shouldn't be slaves no more, that Hispanics should be. And that's why I say what I say when I say they're over here illegally. And that was so harsh of her to say. So basically, we pick cotton, so immigrants have to pick crops. But look at what they're doing. Look at what they're doing. It's not like they are doing something productive, some of them, because they're downtown causing a ruckus. They're downtown causing a ruckus. And truly, I feel like this they really need to pass something that both Democrat and Republican in a bipartisan way can come up with to cool down the problems that are arising with either ICE sending immigrants back that work for crops, or finding a solution to the puzzle. See, that's why I like Jesse Waters. Just like she said, Democrats must have known ahead of time. They love to create some type of drama so that they can have more time to talk on the news about what they feel is wrong. That's how they play. They play like that. They'll sit up there and they'll set something up, and then they'll talk about it like they never knew about it. And then they'll sit up there after they talk about it. I don't want to get into detail. Just like just like when just like the immigrants that have um they have masks funded, and they have rocks being thrown, and they're putting graffiti all over Los Angeles. Like, what if big time people want to see Los Angeles and that's all they see around there is F ice? Exactly. Why didn't he do the press conference before? See, I love the way he talked. That's exactly what I just said, Jesse Waters. I said that why didn't he arrange the press conference before to ask questions and do whatever it is he needed to do? Ask Chrissy Nome questions, do the TV, and maybe she would have sat up there and responded and come up with some solution by having them talk together, then non-violently. But all of a sudden now he has this big press conference after they subdue him. Don't y'all think that was overkill? 94 crimes, man. 94 crimes. He was going to rally after rally after rally. He was doing great things for the people, and yet he get charged with 94 crimes. How do you have the time to do 94 crimes? How? How? Like, that is unacceptable. I don't care, senator or not. He should have been arrested. He's charging back at the Secret Service just to ask a question. He. This was all unacceptable. This was all unacceptable. How can you sit up there and ask a question when you're charging as secret service? You know that that's Secret Service. You know what they do. You know how they take up for whomever that they're watching over. And yet you try to pull strings and push buttons to sit up there and have this happen. You get coverage as soon as you after you get arrested. And what makes it even worse, he just seen Christy Nome. He just seen Christy Nome. After she got finished, they spoke, and then he got the media coverage. Then he resisted arrest. He resisted arrest. He wouldn't get down on the ground. It's not going to be in the Democrats' favor at all. It's not. I'm sorry. Tampon. I got to it. Big boy pants. Put on a big boy pants tampon. Put on the former trying to be a vice president. Put on the tampons, Tom Homan. Not Tom Homan, but Ross. Golly. Sorry about that, Tom Homan. He like, what? I wear big boy pants. What is she talking about? Uh-uh. Oh my God. Don't compare slaves to Mexicans. They came over here. They willingly came over here. We were shipped over here. So get it right. Oh my God. I hate that, man. That's sick. Oh my God, that is so sick to me, man. And then they saying, "Well, we have our rights. You have the right to go back to your country. Do this in your country." And I'm sorry, I got my eyes closed so long. The president of Mexico, MIA. Here go. That look like the glasses I had before. They look pretty cheap. The hairstyle, it seemed like she always have now I'm not gonna cuss. I promise Trump in administration now I'm not gonna cuss. But why is it that I've seen girls in cheaper hairdo look way better than what she looked like? But I'm just saying this because she talked about a young gentleman that was African American who is a senator or Congress or representative who married a white woman. He's black. He's Republican. He married a white woman. And she said that he's whitewashed. So every chance I get, I'm going to talk about. She could talk about my hair. Hey, I don't have the money. Like you got three houses, Jasmine Crockett, Jazzy J, Jazzy C. You got like three houses. Why is your hair messed up? You don't even be talking about nothing really. See, I knew she was gonna say something ain't stupid. Wait, this is their get go. They're sitting up there saying, "Oh, Trump administration, white supremacy." Tell me what the KKK has done lately. Tell me, are they lynching people? No, black people are killing black people. Get it through your heads. Black people are killing black people. Is the KKK paying a black person to start a war? We don't know. But the black people, it's easy because all that happens is a black person get jealous of the tennis shoes. I remember I was in high school, a black person sat up there and killed a young 15-year-old over a pair of Jordans. You couldn't wear Jordans to school. Brother, my brother robbed people. It's just sad. So where's the white supremacy at? Jazzy C. Oh, don't worry, Jesse. That's where they put the cameras in the bushes. In the bush. In the bush. In the bush. I'm pretty sure you know of that song. They put the cameras in the bushes and they watch as people leave and come, leave and come. But they're doing good. They're doing good. King Charles, you know, he was in Canada a couple of weeks ago, and he said that he's going to sit up there and arrest illegals and arrest criminals, and he's going to make it harder for them to get out. He said it just like that. Imagine if Trump said it like that. Imagine if Trump said, well, we're going to make it hard for criminals to get out. What about their rights? The Democrats are going to be like, I want a full-fledged investigation on this. This isn't right. Criminals have their right to protest. Criminals have their right to do whatever. They should be breaking the law. They can break the law as long as they I don't want to say the rest, but blah 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 blah. They should be good. I want a grilled cheese sandwich. The song I was talking about in the bush is No More Tears. So I just wanted to say that. There he go. That is the man that I'm talking about right there. That is the Republican. He has a white woman as a wife, and Jasmine Jazzy Seed sat up there and called him whitewashed. What is whitewashed about him? What is so whitewashed? Because he loves and he cares for white women. Oh my God. It's certain African American men, they only date white women to beat them. I know because my brother did it. And he used to beat his wife or his girlfriend and tell her that slavery is the reason why he beat her. Certain black men do that. But you got certain men like him that cares and nurtures his wife, cares deeply about his wife. No, no going back to slavery saying, oh, well, they treated us like this. I might as well beat them. Like it's just so reckless. It's so reckless. I, and then they, you got Martin Luther King, for instance. He had a black wife, but he was cheating on his wife with white women. He said, we're like, I read in a book, he was like, we're not black people tonight. He was saying they were going from hotel room to hotel room before his shows, sleeping with white women. He cared about them in a way. Look at the files if you think I'm lying. The FBI used to watch them. And it's just ridiculous, man. They each and every man have their own agenda for why they want to be with a white woman. I but when a black woman date a white man, you know, it's like, what are you doing? Shame on you. You're whitewashed. You're stupid. You're going against the race, creed. You're just wrong. And that's just got to stop, man. That's his name, Byron Donalds. I would have never guessed it. Is I don't see how they know all of these people. I don't see how they know all of these people Trump do. I don't see how they know. He has to forget sometime. But his name is Byron Donalds. He was on the Breakfast Club and they were treating him like crap on the Breakfast Club. And then they had Jazzy C on there, and she's just going off on him. This is the most importantest thing of all that I have to say out of everything. What I have to say is, I really truly want a grilled cheese sandwich. We're almost finished, though. Thank you. Oh my God. RIP. Uh. Oh my God. You know, when I'll say this right on camera, when stuff happens, when things happen and I find out a woman or a man die at the hands of a illegal, it's like or period. It's like it sucks into me and it actually makes me feel so saddened and just bad. I feel bad for him. He has to sit up there and go on with the show. But I know there were times in the bathroom, in his house, alone, that he cried. He raised that girl. Why aren't they Joe Abraham, not Joe Biden, Joe Abraham? Why aren't they not keeping track and pretending like they don't know which immigrants is which? This is what I want to know. Why aren't they? But then when they killed, it's like, oh, you got to get them out the country, but not everybody else. I like that. Nope. 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 That's what I'm saying, Faulkner. Faulkner is on point. That's exactly what I just said earlier. You did not do it the right way. Why turn a blind eye? Why sit up there? If we went into your country burning your flags, the cartel would light us up. And I ain't talking about with Santa Claus lighting or bulbs. I'm talking about they would light us up. Period. Saying, F cartels, F this, F that, F the president. Like we went there doing that stuff, man. It wouldn't take nothing but a split second, splittity second for them to sit up there and have law and order. Thank you. Thank you. They said Trump did it. They do got Trump derangement syndrome, Jesse and the other lady. They must really got Trump derangement syndrome because they like, I want to be mugshot and handle with no care. I want to get this just like Trump did. I want to do it for the wrong but right reasons. We gonna make sure we look good. We gonna get mugshot and we gonna be like, well, Trump did. I'm doing it too. Because they're so paranoid. They're paranoid. They're paranoid that they might be arrested for committing crimes. That's what it is, sweetie. They are so paranoid that they're going to be arrested for actually committing crimes. So they know that you know, they're not above the law, but it's hard to get them arrested. So they're paranoid, but feel, oh, well, I know I'm in a good spot where I can't be arrested like that. So bring it on. Taunting Tom Homan. And Tom Homan and Trump is telling the truth. That it's a possibility that you will become arrested. And then when they get arrested, it's like Chuck Schumer comes out of the woodworks underneath the hermit turtle shell talking about, oh, we want a full-fledged investigation on this. Thank you. Thank you. Not good. Not good. That's something I would have did. Stop saying my words, young whippersnapper. Now, You know, it used to be like with the Black Panthers during the time. You remember the Forrest Gump movie where they had the Black Panthers, because some of that stuff was true and some of it was, twisted in, falseness, like when he shook his hand, and said he had to pee the president's hand. But the Black Panthers, there were people actually wanting to help Black people, but I look at it now, the Democrats, and they only want the Black vote. And some of them, what happens is some of them know this, and then they get paid to pretend like to vouch that this one white person wants all of them to make it. Have you seen any Black person actually make it when a Democrats had long time to make it known that Black people can make it, to help Black people to make it? They've been in office how many years? Ever since 95, in and out of office. Well, in office, back to back to back to back. What have they done other than make Black people lazier with welfare and food stamps? Oh, crap. Now they're upping up the game. Sorry, I really don't know much about this part, but now they're upping up the game and they're saying, well, we need reparations for Black people. Why now do they want reparations when they gave us welfare and gave us food stamps and didn't care, was about to shut down Social Security as a whole? So allegedly shut down Social Security as a whole. Biden said, he said that the Republicans wanted Social Security shut down, and that wasn't true. They are talking so much junk about this hog guy. Okay. Okay. I am going to get on live now and finish watching this. I actually got an update on either Iran or Iraq, I want to say. They supposedly took out all the scientists in the general. I'm not sure. I read it. I read it, and I watched the video. So if you're not up to date on that, because they should not have a lethal um bomb, you know, weapon that can hurt not only Israel but the United States of America. So yeah. Ooh, we got some stuff. So yeah, like I was saying, uh, we're gonna make sure that we continue to talk about this because people are actually putting themselves out there, such as the senator. Like, it's a lot of people that's unknown that want to be known, that are putting themselves out there, that are doing these things to get attention, to get attention. So with that being said, that's about my cue. I'm about to make me a grilled cheese sandwich, and I'm about to make me, well, I can't make the popcorn. I got the popcorn. Only thing I hate about the popcorn is it falls everywhere, and then I got to sweep it up. Sweepity sweep, sweep, sweep in the bush. Y'all remember that song, In the Bush? It wasn't called In the Bush, but at the end he said In the Bush. No More Tears by Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah. I hope I said it right, to all my faithful Ozzy Osbourne people that listen to it. I hope I didn't damage it none. So anyway, I'm about to get off of here. Y'all take care, be safe, and I will see y'all later. Later as in tomorrow. Tomorrow is Donald Trump birthday. If you're out there, sir, if you're out there and you're watching this ridiculously weird show, I say happy early birthday. Hold on. Happy early birthday, sir. Happy early birthday. I salute you and the rest of the administration. So, and remember this. I said this earlier, and some of y'all came online. Imagination is greater than knowledge. Remember that. That's what Albert Einstein said. Imagination is greater than knowledge. Imagination, like SpongeBob said, imagination. Bye, y'all. We're gonna celebrate. I'm gonna do a show tomorrow on the parade that they're going to be filming live. The Flag Day. Flag Day. There was a woman wearing a beautiful sweater. I'm the only one with very thin material on, and it's a cloudy day, and it was just terrible. So anyway, take care, be safe. Imagination, everybody. Give your kids imagination. Take care, man. Bye. Your kid could be the next president of the United States of America. So the way you raise her or him, we're not going to go with just it or they. Her or him, if they sit up there, let me finish this. Her or him, the way you raise her or him, they could be the next president of the future. And I feel like, the way that you raise your child, it should be like wonderful, man. Like, you're supposed to raise them in a light, like, I can't talk, but I'm telling y'all, make sure you raise your children wisely. you know, Make sure you raise your children wisely. If y'all have children out there, make sure you raise them wisely. That means getting them to explore everything. Yes, we need to tell them about racial inequalities and slavery, but we also need to let them see what the world has become today. The world, how it is today, which is a little dysfunctional, not because of Trump, but because of who. But we we need to come together, man. We need to come together. And either way it goes, I'm going to make sure that um I I I make a change for good and bad, for good and make a change for bad. And what I mean by bad is changing the bad into good. I want to be that person to make a change. Yeah, I get emotional when I talk, and that's because we know as Republicans that we are right when we say what we say, but the Democrats always come just, you know, down that pebble road, just not even caring, man. They don't care about what they say. They do anything for TV and audio time. That's what PBS and NPR is for, you know, far left, you know. So I want y'all to take care and remember that we are in this together. And I can't wait to be 80 years old. Hopefully, I make it to then and see a candidate, whether black or white, running as president of the United States of America. We wonder what that is going to look like for the time being. 73, I say 73 because I'm going to become 73 on 73. July 3rd, 73. That instead of 37 on 7-3. I did that a couple of years ago. So I, you know, I hope to make it, you know. And yeah, I think everybody has that one birthday where it corresponds with their age. I don't want to get off of here, but I have to. But I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys for always watching me. I know I got more people watching me than what they showing. They always showing something else. Oh, I'm gonna make me some tuna. I swear I'm like craving just stuff, because I didn't get a good chance to eat, y'all. Like I ate some sloppy joe I made, but I don't want to eat nothing that sticks to my stomach. I want to have, that fat and all that sticks to your stomach. I want to have something healthy and balance it out. I was speaking to a nurse of mine, and I was supposed to get some poke fish from Whole Foods, but I'm like, oh my God, I don't know exactly where Whole Foods is around here. But I know there is one. I ran into one. But yeah, that tuna poke smells so good. And you gotta, like he said, you gotta go to the high end places to get some good pokey. Because you go to low end places like Albertsons and Safeway, it's gonna be like blah. It's gonna be nasty. And I tried to do that before and it was nasty. So yeah. Um happy early birthday. I'm saying happy early birthday. And I hope you wish him a happy early birthday. To the king. Saya, happy early birthday. Bye, y'all.
Never waste my time.